All right. But that is basically what went down last week for to refresh everybody's memory. All right. And then I will start with you all leaving the village and starting your journey at first light. Excuse me. Maybe. Guthier doesn't care. Wah wah. Wah wah. But as you all as you all go through and pick your way through the forest following the small dirt path that seems well walked by these villagers, go ahead and give me some survival checks to make sure you can keep your way and follow it. One of you can have a +2 as the hero of Rate from the last session helps you. Whoever would like the +2, feel free. And Brayden is here, so I will roll for him. Brayden has a +4. Kato did pretty good. Um, I will say that the members of your party who are not currently here, like IRL, they will say that they are going to bring up the rear and sort of be a rear guard scouting force, basically, to make sure none of the cultists are following you, as a reason for why they are not here this session. All right. Now, Gouthier, you are able to keep yourself on the path Gouthier, following it through. Same with you, Kato. The others, you all are picking your way through, but uh, every once in a while the path will sort of disappear from disuse or just not being used often, and you won't be able to find your way. And then Gouthier and Kato will come around and be like, "Hey, this way! Come on, hurry the fuck up!" Same with some of the villagers, sort of like slowing down, and you have to go over and help them and keep them moving at a quickened pace so that you do not get caught up too. Like the ancient fable. He does have something to say about them. The whole interaction. Oh, hey Braden. You rolled an 8 on your survival check. Leaving the village, trying to stay on the dirt path that's like disused and getting overgrown. Yeah. All right, but as you guys are going through, the village seems the forest at this time seems relatively peaceful. Move this over here so it doesn't keep blocking the recording. The journey is not much has been happening, surprisingly from you. Mostly just the quiet of the woods with small sounds of sniffling and crying coming from the remaining villagers that are left, having to abandon not only their homes but their family members. It's an awesome idea. But as you are picking your way through, uh, Guthier and Decato, with your survival checks making your way through the forest, you will also see that as you get a few hours up the path, the clear signs of hoof prints from horses leading in the direction that you are going. You can give me another survival check to determine that. Yeah, did you roll another 23, Ben? You did. All right, so Rasna, because you're using that, you will be able to identify it. Same with Guthier. Uh, they seem a few days old. At that, the man who took one of the muskets, the hero, will walk up and say, "We're not rich enough to have anyone on a horse, even the alderman." He shrugs. In the same direction you're currently going. Basically, yeah. Looks at campaign notes. Collar pull. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just saying that because you have a fucking angel. All right, so y'all continue on. Are you going to try to change your group's walking patterns at all, or are you just going to keep marching along the road? In quotes. No. It's like at best a hunting trail. Which is why it's like you have to make survival checks to stay on it because at some points it's just not used anymore and the grass is just overgrowing it for like half a mile. No, you're good. Okay. I'm asking this because if you want to try to be like stealthy or anything like that, I'll roll for the villagers as a group. You guys will roll individually. It'll be difficult, but it could happen. The chances are not 0. Or even if you want to like have one person on the road and then the rest fan out into the woods in like a long line. That's up to you. Yeah, I'll allow that. I'd allow either. Would you like to use a hero point? I will tell you the benefit for if you pass is either group that you have stealth, or if you stealth as a whole group, will get a bonus to your stealth score. It's worse. What's up, Ping? Okay. He's been fucking a coward the entire time. Literally every session. Oh, yeah. That is true, he does. That is fair. Yeah, he's got a ring that basically, like, when he turns it on, it makes his armor and weapons disappear because he has an illusion on himself. That will be arranged. Lyra just turns off and just walks into the woods, disappearing between the leaves. All right. Okay. Okay. I'll just tell you, there's not anything watching you right now. Please don't waste your hero point. You'll need it later. Please don't waste it. Ben's would have given a tangible benefit. This will not benefit you right now, Bing. Let it let it go. You already rolled your one today. Let it go. Don't fight it. I have some fights later on that legitimately can't kill you, so I need you to have that. Don't worry, during one of those fights the whole party will be there. I will be controlling them. Alright. What's everyone else doing? You just walking with the group? Got it. Not very. Brayden, if you don't want to roll stealth, if you're using the ring, you can roll a performance instead. And if you pass, I'll give you a bonus to your first attack if you get ambushed. Or if you encounter enemies, rather, because you look like a commoner. Decent, Brayden. That passes. No, it's not. Basically, the first enemy you attack, if you encounter any enemies on this road before you camp, you will have they will be off guard to you. All right. Now you all continue. As Lyra walks off into the woods and just disappears. Guthier and Rosna off to the sides, churning up the fucking underbrush. Vivacious just walking behind one of them because they're clearing the path for her. And then Grok just like in the middle of the peasants, like probably like slightly taller than all of them, but just looking like a peasant. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I mean. Like imagine like a hedge that you would see like in a neighborhood and you're leaving like a minotaur-sized hole in it as you walk through it. And Vivacious is literally just walking behind you because you're literally flattening the ground in front of her. Alright. Alright. And you all continue on. And as you continue on, I need to make a couple of changes. Two of them hit ones, but one of them got a 20. Offsetting each other. But I will say one of the ones will do this. As you are walking through the woods, Rosna, you come across a small pile of viscera in your way. So it's like a small corpse of a small animal. It, you don't know what it is without a check, but it is just flayed. Its guts are hanging open and there are clear, jagged teeth marks in it. No. No, I mean, like, there's a pelt there and it's white. It's, like, vaguely the size of something like maybe like the size of like a beaver or a rabbit or something at one point, but it's so just torn apart that you can't tell what it is anymore. Yes. It's warm. Markedly warm. Give me a perception check. No, just Rosna. All the rest of you are doing your own things at this time. None of the rest of you have seen it. uh, as you like kneel down next to it, you can see Rosna that there are footprints, almost imperceptible, as if whatever left them is either A, extremely fast and their feet barely touch the ground before lifting off again, or B, is very light on its feet. Yes, they are humanoid. Well, I should say they have the stature of a humanoid figure. They what they look like, you can give me a survival check or a nature check to try to identify them. These are definitely the footprints of some sort of figure akin to like a dragonborn. They definitely have like a shaped foot ending in some sort of claw. So you would guess dragonborn, kobold, maybe lizard folk, but you don't know why they would be where you are now. Their traditional homeland is very far from here. I'll say probably like Grok. I say you're probably like to the left of the road, and then Guthier's probably like to the right of the quote unquote road. Yeah, so probably Grok would be the closest to you, or Kato, whichever you prefer. Roll me a nature check, or if you have any sort of lore skill that would fit better. That one would not fit, no. So you can roll me a nature check. Same for you, Rosna, after he asked that question, if you'd like to try to like identify like what could have done this. uh yeah, if you'd like ping, you're close enough that you probably overheard if you want to try to like come take a look. Yeah, that would also not apply. Eh, you know what, Ping? Commoner lore would apply. Okay. Rosna, they definitely look more like jagged claws than any sort of like weapon. Ping, as you look at it and you have like a more down to earth understanding of things like this than the two compatriots near you, one of them or both of them being like literal paladins. They look at this and they're like, "Oh, there's some dastardly knave with a fucking sword around here." You look at that and you're like, "That's like some sort of monster." And looking at it, it looks like something, sort of like something that like goes bump in the night. You would guess like some sort of like undead creature. you've heard like, no, sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say you've heard like tales of like, dastardly like undead creatures with jagged claws and sharpened teeth, stalking through villages to hunt people. It seems like they were left in a hurry and they were away from you, like darting into the forest farther. You would probably guess that whatever was here, your group probably spooked it to some degree. All right. And now that everyone knows, make me perception checks as you keep walking through the woods. Got it. Very good check from Lyra. Another good one. Yeah, there's a good one. You would think. So, as you all are walking through the woods, marching, trying to, put as much distance between you and the village before nightfall happens and you inevitably have to stop, Lyra, Grok, Kato, and that's it. Vivacious and Arasna. You don't notice anything. We'll get to the angel in a moment. But the rest of you, you all, as you're walking, keep seeing. You almost think your eyes are playing tricks on you. You see small, like, splotches sticking out from behind trees. You blink and then they seem gone the next moment. Every once in a while, you see flashes of like pallid white figures darting through the trees. Almost, you're in trouble. What does that mean? Like your cock is broken, or like your kid pissed on the floor? Jim, Jim typed "you're in trouble" AFK a moment. Yeah, fair actually. Well, if his kid pissed on the floor, that would be kind of funny. But if it has to deal with his cock, I'd rather not. But again, you see like small figures almost on the horizon, so far away from you. Uh, wearing like not maybe not wearing, but just like very pallid white, and then you blink and they're gone again. As the as you, as you continue walking, you hear the underbrush rustling around you throughout the entire woods, as if birds in the trees or small rodents and animals are moving very quickly through it. Never long enough to give you time to turn around and see anything, but from like just a moment. Feathers, however, as you are walking and you hear this all around you, Feathers will turn and he will see on the horizon standing a pallid white figure. And then as he turns and sees it, he will lock eyes with it for a moment before it disappears under the horizon behind a hill. And as he says that, the noises and figures all around you disappear. Yes. The entire woods. You don't even hear any animals. Yeah, you did. I keep it real. I forgot to look at that. What the herbalist dedication? Let me look at it real quick. Uh, you gain you gain batches of infused reagents per day equal to your level or half your level if you didn't make your daily preparations in the wilderness, which you are. So your advanced alchemy level for creating these is 1 and doesn't increase on its own. Okay, so basically you have a batch of reagents that you can just like use to make stuff. Yeah. Let me look. Anything that has alchemy in its traits is available for you to make, which should include mutagens, potions, poisons, and bombs. Yeah. Yeah, you guys said you were gonna rest. Potionzilla. Yeah. But basically you just drag from your known formulas up to where it says empty drag formula slash item here. That's up to you. But remember, you do only have 2 reagents right now, so you can only make 2 things. Let me see. Uh, yeah. So the cauldron and the herbalist dedication uh are separated. They're not the same. But basically, during your daily preparations, you can create 1 temporary oil or potion. And then if you once you reach master proficiency in your spell DC, you can create a batch of 2 temporary oil or potions. So basically, currently you get 2 infused reagents from your herbalist, and you get 2 or you get currently I believe one oil or potion from your cauldron. It's already up at the top. You see when you go to the when you go to the crafting tab, you see the known formulas. Just click the magnifying glass right there. And then for and then where traits, just type in alchemical. And then sort by things that are alchemical. So it'll only pull up alchemical objects. Yeah. Okay. And then the 4 that you want, you can just drag into there. You're welcome. Okay. If you'd like, you can swap one of your skills to crafting. Okay. Okay. All good. You're fine. Just let me know what you take when you get there. Yeah. 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 Ryan also has a +5 to survival. James also has a +4 for people who are not here, and then I think Fane is dog shit though. Yeah, she has a -1. um, this might be a general feat. I don't think a skill feat. Braden. What is the name of that one feat ping where you can take 10? Yeah, assurance. Yeah. Yeah, so if you wanted to, for your skill feat, Braden, there's a feat called Assurance, which literally makes it so you just take 10 on a skill check for a skill if you want to. The Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could take Assurance and then put it for your athletics so that your minimum athletics check is a 17. Yeah. Yeah. 2. No, 1. Yeah. Assurance is an incredibly good skill or skill feat. Yeah. And just so you know, there's nothing stopping you from taking Assurance every single time you get a skill feat and just picking a different skill. Outside of uh the only downside to it is you cannot critically succeed at checks when you use it. Which, I mean, if you pass, you pass. It's still good. Mhm. Yeah. It's good for like if you want like athletics to never fail, or if you're playing as like a inventor, you just never want your crafting checks to fail, basically. Or if you're playing as like a wizard and you pick it for like Arcana, it's like I know magic. I don't need to roll for this. spells. Okay, sounds good. Depends on which tank you're talking to. Basically, if you get hit with a melee attack, the creature will take the type of damage of the retaliation potion. And the potions can be fire, cold, electricity, all that sort of shit. The ones he currently has access to, the aura deals 1 damage to creatures. Yeah. Yeah, up to you what you want to make. Probably should. Yeah, that's stupid. I'm changing that. Yours does. He can drink potions. That's fine. Yeah. 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 I mean, if the rules were just like they can't do it because it'd be overpowered at a certain point, that's fair. But just like they can do it, just you have to feed it to them? No, that's dumb. Hmm. You have to drag it to your reagents first. Here, I'll show you. Let me stream it for you real quick. Tell me when you're in the stream. So if you take it, you can drag it up here. Liar. What? Are these ones? Liar. You did do what I said. Okay, that one is fine. Hmm. Uh, it's an elixir, not a potion. That's why. I think. Is this an elixir? Yeah, this is not an elixir. But then these should work because they're potions. Can you drag these here? Yeah. But you can't drag them there. Hmm. Is it because this? Is it ticking up a weird way? No. Oh, that didn't work either. Close your eyes, don't look. Okay, you can look again. Okay, so unprepare these. Will it let you do cheetah potions? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, because you fucking made one before. It's like if I just like throw this up here. Oh, that one didn't work. What was it? This? Yeah, snare. Because it's not alchemy. Yeah. Let's see if I do alcohol. Yeah. Add. Fucking add. Kill you. So then if I drag it up here, it's only one. Uh, you should be able to do it, so you can just like add them to your character sheet. Just remember that they only last a day. Yeah, he's got a formula book. I swear to God. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What about? What's it called? You remember what it's called, Luke? A chemical crafting. Formula book. It should let you do it. Yeah, I'm not fully sure on. I'm pretty sure for this, for the herbalist, you just make one per infused reagent. Open. Oh, you can create remedies and other herbal products. You gain the basic alchemy benefits, though they apply only for herbal items, alchemical items with the healing trait plus antidote and anti-plagues. That is the problem. Yeah. I mean, you can make the electricity retaliation shit in your cauldron. Yeah. This? Uh, yeah. It just adds it up there. Did you not know you could do that, Luke? Oh. But I think, like, let me just do this. A antidote should work. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess healing potions aren't going to work in there for some reason. They should, though. Chemical items with the healing trait. This. Click. Where's the healing trait? What's up? Yeah. I thought it said and. So I think it has to be an antidote or an anti-plague. That is stupid. You want to know an easy way to fix this entire problem? Take take the alchemist dedication instead of the herbalist dedication and just multi-class into alchemist. Yeah. It's stupid. Probably, but kind of dumb. But yeah, just take Alchemist instead. Just delete that, and then you'll be able to just do what you want to do. You'll be able to just make anything. All right. While you do that, since we got that figured out, we're gonna take a small break. I gotta go piss now, and then hopefully not. If I make it there in time, and we'll let Alex do his alchemist shit and get all this shit ready. I'll be right back. about to put this headset on and you're gonna tell me it's still broken, aren't you? I'm back. Yay! Very good. Alright. Is it all good with the alchemist? Is it working properly now? I bet I could make that happen. Let's find out together. Oh, I want that there. Yeah. Looky there. I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig. Nope, that doesn't work. That also doesn't work. I need to remember that that exists. For Ben, for Wednesdays. Yeah, look later. For reference, Ben, I just found a module that makes all of the psychic amp spells for you. You're welcome. Alright, you still have one reagent, by the way, Alex. If you say a rhyme, if you say a witch's rhyme, I'll give you a hero point. Yeah, alright, it's good enough. Who isn't? Alright. I know. Trying to find one. Huh? Where? Wrong. I'm the DM, I always know. True, just like the sun. Alright, everyone ready again? To get all your All right. Pog. All right, and then you all continue on. Oh, you go. Oh no, wait, you guys stopped. That's right, because I was trying to remember what happened. You stopped because the angel told you to stop because he saw the man disappear behind the fucking horizon. Yeah. Yeah, you have to go look for it in the consumables. Maybe. All right. What is everyone doing? As the woods go dead quiet. Nope. Okay. All right. Yeah, as everyone hefts their shit, their weapons. Nothing happens. The woods are dead quiet. Okay, go ahead and roll me an intimidation. Make a perception check, Rasna, after you say that. You hear almost like someone snickering, and then nothing else. Go ahead and roll intimidation. Yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. Well, he gets a +2, up to 19. And then, and then after that, uh, openly, all around you, the forest seems to come to life with people giggling and laughing. And then a moment later, it is completely silent again. It embeds into the tree. Oh, all, all of the fucking villagers look terrified right now. close to pissing themselves for most of them. All right, go ahead and roll intimidation. What's your AC? Okay, I need to roll a check. All right, that's their plus to hit. Got it. Ooh. As from a decent distance away, you see the corpse of a very eviscerated rabbit fly towards you, Vivacious, but fall short and just splat against the ground. And then a chorus of giggles and snickering and laughing happens again through the forest. And then again, just after a few moments, it goes silent again. Sheath. At that, the laughing starts again, and it's even louder this time. As if you just said a great joke. The voice sounds like scratchy and very rough. Almost like the fucking sound is like scratching its way out of the throat. Yeah. love the coin flip bin. What was that for? Yeah. All right. Sure. Go ahead and toss one. Get a minus. We'll call it a -3 to the roll because you can't see the enemy. Also, if you'd like, you can make what would the check be for this to try to identify them for Vivacious? I would say nature would probably make the most sense. You could probably also make an occult check if you'd like. So, based off what you heard earlier from Kato saying that this is probably something undead, that sort of tips you off. And also just the general strangeness of how these creatures are acting around you. With the Racuous laughing, your first instinct would probably be like, these are gnolls. But the laughing sounds too strange for it. It's not high pitched enough. Could be that, but Your instinct is more drawing you towards some sort of sapient undead, and the one that you land on currently in your brain is probably some sort of ghoul, who are usually universally insane. And from what you can see so far, these creatures aren't acting very irrational, and they do hunt in packs. What was that, Jim? What'd you ask? Oh, okay. And then as you say that, there's sort of like a whooping and a hollering throughout the forest. It is a cacophony around you. Roll me a. I'll say that the check that would fit that the best. What would that even? What check would fit that the best? Survival, sure, or perception, whichever. It's the same for you, so doesn't matter. Yes, I would allow that for you because you are a musician. Yeah, all right. So, Lyra, you as you listen, it doesn't sound like any sort of trick of the woods or like standing in a cave. Vivacious, listening as you have more of a keen ear for this sort of thing, you can gather two things. You cannot gather their exact number, even with a natural 20. You can gather there are a lot of them, and you are currently completely surrounded. And as everyone starts running, the villagers will sort of jump and then jump into action and start running behind Guthier. He's slow boy. As you jump up and start, go ahead. Got it. The Colossus. As you do that, charging through, you see jumping up from around bushes. Notably, not in the direction you're heading, just sort of all around you and behind you. You see these heavily cloaked figures with pallid white skin sort of jumping out and laughing at you. And you can see that as you run, them dashing in between trees, going in and out of sight, seemingly keeping up with you with complete ease, as if they're not even breaking a sweat. They are staying far enough from away from all of you, though, to stay out of the range of your weapons. The entire forest lights up in laughter again. Yeah, I was gonna say. Uh, they, they they are heavily motivated by mortal fear right now, so no, they're not falling behind. No, also because you're the slowest. uh, make me a survival check as you're running. Yeah, you'll see one. Are you rushing into there? All right. As you rush into this clearing, and as you rush into this clearing, uh, the sounds of the forest go completely dead again. You hear all of the rustling and moving from these creatures around you stop. Let me go look. uh, it's around about 100 feet in a circle with an opening leading into it. Why is that there? I didn't want that to be there. I didn't even know that was there. Sure. Made your character too stupid. Yeah. That good old -1 in. And as you say that, you see all of the villagers panting extremely heavily, and you do notice that in the air, the sun is starting to wane in the sky. It will be dark soon. Yeah, sorry, I'm just I'm laughing at the gif I sent. It's the one who's like still heavily panting, but not as much as the others. Will sort of lean up, and it's the the hero. He'll say, "It's still a few days away." Maybe. Y'all give me perception checks, by the way. No. Let's see. Lyra, you notice. And Vivacious, you notice. No one else does. Looking around this area, you notice that there's blood dripping from the trees. As you look up into the trees, you can see eviscerated corpses of, looking at them, It looks like the cultist and the horses they were riding split in two. Wyverns don't do that. Congratulations, you walked into a larder. And as you say that, you see the sun setting. Oh, it is a clearing in the woods with corpses hanging from the trees. Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and oh, yeah, hang on. The fucking lights didn't port over. Give me a moment. All right, you guys can drag your characters on. Yeah, just anywhere. You'll notice where they need to go. Ignore the fucking banner in the bottom right that says long rest. That's not supposed to be there. Maybe. Also, they're under the trees. They're hanging from the trees. Like wind chimes. Or meat hooks is more what I was going for, but you know, if you want to say wind chimes, feel free. As I said before, you walked into a larder. Also, this is here as well with you. And let me switch over to the forest map, or the village map real quick to drag all the other tokens over of the villagers you have. It's Lyra's friend. Yeah. The campsite isn't like made yet, by the way, so I assume you guys are going to stay here and start setting camp, right? Oh, yeah, the one with the blue. They should all have a blue outline. Here, let me go fix that. Yeah, it's because they're technically enemies right now, and they shouldn't be. Wait, I can fucking do that? Hang on, I have to test something. In a moment, I'll tell you when to do it. After I make all of them yours. That one, yep. There you go. Now they'll give you like flanking bonuses and shit. Also, do me a favor, one of you. I don't care which. Let me. This idea isn't getting used anymore, so we'll use this one. No, he's not. Not anymore. Can you guys open that? You can, yes. You cannot. Okay. Oh, I think I have to. Now try. How about now? Nice. Yep. I just realized I can set character sheets to be lootable when they die. Also forget you saw that. Don't tell anyone else. For now. There might come a time where it's not so dead anymore. Now you're getting it. Boo. Alright, so you all slowly set camp as the dripping of blood from the trees sets you on edge. Every once in a while, you hear giggles coming out of the forest. All right, go ahead and put yourselves where you're going to be on the map. The villagers are going to be huddled around this campfire and not sleeping very well tonight. May, I was sorry. Okay, fix itself. Oh, he's coming. All right, is that where everyone's going to be? You can move around the golem, by the way, Alex. You have control of it. If you want to acquaint itself, if you want to acquaint yourself with its abilities. Maybe one day. You can come back to the forest. It doesn't burn down when you fucking leave it. Alright, but as you all sit up, sort of acutely aware of everything around you, slowly the night ticks on and each of you becomes more and more exhausted. Are you guys doing anything in camp, or are you just sitting and watching? Alright. Eventually, eventually the commoners will all just go and pick off to tents. All right. If you're asleep currently, drag yourself to a tent. All right. Guthier stays up with the first watch. And Kato gets all fucking toasty warm in that tent with two commoners. No, he's in the tent. Should be me. All right. As the night wanes on, few hours longer passed, and then midnight passes by. Eventually, Guthier, you do become incredibly drowsy. Are you gonna attempt to stay up, or are you gonna go succumb to sleep? Like where you are, you're not even gonna go to a tent. It like leans forward. All right, and then at some point, let's see, which tent will this happen to? Yeah, it would make the most sense for it to happen to Rosna's though. So eventually, Rosna, uh, you'll just be sleeping, and then your tent will sag inwards and touch your nose, waking you up. No, well, yes, the angel will see a fucking like another small animal corpse get hurled out of the woods at the tent. It wasn't aimed directly at Rosna, though. It wasn't like the center of the tent. It looked like it was thrown with the intent to wake up the person in the tent. It did. And at that, Rosna, as you crab crawl out, do you stand up? Oh, are you? Okay. You won't see it then. I'll say the angel probably would, though. You see creeping out of the woods, hunched over. The angel would probably guess hunched over out of necessity, not even like it creeping. This is probably the straightest it can stand. Walking out of the woods is a one of these ghoulish creatures, and it it walks up, and then as it walks up, you see it sort of like cross its arms behind its back, almost as if it's like standing there waiting for something. Yes. He nods his head. Like, yes, he doesn't care. Like, you can do that. Yeah. As As you stand up, Rosna, and the rest of you, as you awaken, you'll see you see a gaunt, pale figure emerging from the woods. They resemble a dragonborn, but their scales are a sickly white, and their skin clings tightly to their bones. As he approaches, he smiles too largely with a mouth of jagged, pointed teeth. And as he approaches, he extends a hand with bone-thin, elongated fingers towards you, almost as if he's extending it for a handshake, almost before crossing the arm across his waist and doing an exaggerated bow. He's not a zombie. He's a ghoul. That's offensive. Ghouls are not zombies. You should know that, Ping. Oh, that's not the reason they're worse. Zombies are not infectious in Pathfinder. Ghouls are, though. Yes, you could. You can give them ghoul fever. Just don't get Asian fever. What'd you say, Ben? Why would I say that? What's wrong with you? Yeller fever. Anyway, what do you do, Rasna? And the rest of you, I guess, because the angel said, "Wake the fuck up." I heard what you did, Ben. You fucking are just like still passed out, I think, right? Take your mouse, click and drag across the ground where no other tokens are. Oh, yeah, you'll just have to refresh. No. Yeah. Alright, so were you gonna say something to him, Jim? Well, what do you say to him? Yeah, okay. And then, mhm. Where are you on the map, by the way? You're in your tent currently, so I assume you got out of it. Yeah, he's down here. Got it. And then, as he raises himself from his exaggerated bow, I am Glut. My family did this. He sort of just cocks his head to the side. Enemy? And he like looks over at one of the corpses. Food. And you can like visibly see the cogwheels turning in his head as you say that. I know no. I know no fog. No no. We move much. And he smiles largely. Kitchen. And he gestures around. Yes. And he points a finger at you, Rasna. Why you here? Tasty. Spicy. Make a deception check when you say that. Mm, That's tasty. Mm, Far. Mm, I know no though. And then he, as he says that, he like taps the side of his head knowingly. All right, make me a diplomacy check. As you say that to him, his tongue lashes out and like licks across his face, leaving a sheen of saliva. Too far to roam. We starve first. You can try. Are you going to try to do an intimidation with that ping, or are you going to try to convince him that you're too much work to fight? All right, and what do you say? Or do you just like flash the sword? All right, and go ahead and make me a Diplomacy check, vivacious. If you'd like. Bird one, right? And then he points to the angel because he doesn't even notice Kato like speaking in the back, and I assume the angel was doing the same thing. You too much work, but we hungry. Yeah. Like things. Many moons. Why? Yes. We come here for food. And as he starts laughing, the entire forest starts a cacophony of laughs. You do. Yeah. Family grow. Bigger, stronger. All right. I want you to know each time you take a step forward, you can see his tongue like darting out of his mouth more and more. There's a reason he didn't step forward very far. All right, go ahead and make me another diplomacy. Mm. Pretty words, but true. Fine. And then he just turns and walks away. And he walks very fast, faster than you think would be possible considering how emaciated he looks. And then And as he backs away, like off into the darkness, and he just sort of disappears behind a tree, you hear a cacophony around you of leaves shaking in the trees, people giggling, almost like bones cracking and creaking, and fucking just people shouting and hollering as the entire forest around you moves with life. And then a few minutes later, it's completely silent again. And you notice that all of the corpses that were hanging in the trees are gone. I love Glut. Oh, he would have enjoyed you. You're meaty. You could have been. You just had to ask him to bite you. You could have been ghoulified. Oh, you can still be ghoulified. I can look. Let's see. Ghoul. Passives. Ghoul fever. It is a disease, so I guess if you have something that prevents diseases. Uh, Other than that, it has nothing that you can do to stop it. And if you have it for 6 days, you die and then become a ghoul. True. No, but you can fail it. And also, the note is that you can pass it, but it does not give you immunity to it. So every single time they hit you, you have to pass that check. There's an enemy called a ghoul crocodile. That is getting used. Oh yeah, it affects literally anything. That's just because they're a more powerful undead. You wanna know the fucked up part? If they bite you, you can get paralyzed. No, just ghouls in general. If they hit you or so the way it works is if they claw you, they can paralyze you. But if they bite you, they can give you ghoul fever and paralyze you. Yep. All right. Well, now that you've met him, let me go ahead and add Father Glut to the NPC list. And you didn't have to fucking hit him very hard with hammers. There we go. Father Glut. For gluttony. All right. Well, you guys gonna sleep in shifts again? got it. Nothing else happens for the rest of the night. It you would actually consider it eerily quiet because there are no animal noises still. Mm. As a as a matter of fact, give me some perception checks as everyone goes through their watches. Someone passed. Lyra, Brayden, and Guthier. You all pass. Periodically throughout the night, you see glowing red eyes peering at you through the forest. But they don't linger long, and then they leave. And the next surprise is a doozy. No, not a vampire. He's just an asshole. He's a fat asshole. Relatable. Alright. Yep. First light. I assume you go and start kicking people awake. I will tell you straight up, there were 20 of them that you would have fought. There are more of them, though. Well, the villagers don't have a very good save. What is their fortitude save? Oh, it's +6. That's not too bad. Well, there's 20 of them, and their movement speed is 45 feet. So, and they're smart enough to know that they're weaker than you, and they don't have enemies or fight honorably. They're just hungry. Yep. Which, by the way, congratulations. You have potentially just negated one of the negative events that could have happened to you while traveling to the castle. So, yeah, I know. He kind of wanted you two, to be honest. Figured the paladins were gonna have a hard time going. Should we let these guys go? I mean, they're gonna go kill the cultists, but should we let them go? Yeah. It's gonna be real funny when those ghouls go dig up that entire graveyard, though. No, that's not a probably. Yeah, they can't revive the dead. Oh yeah, they're gonna eat them. Yeah, I'm not telling you that it is going to be funny when they go do that. I love how you have to preface that with if the Lord is still alive. All right. Anyway, so as light comes, you all get it, pack your bags, and start walking again. Start hoofing it. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Which one do you encounter Funny Man on? It is this one. Okay. That's the other one that has the wall on it, so he can smear you. Put a little poop on it. It's daylight, so we'll just do this. I don't need the fucking token vision right now. Alright. You guys can go ahead and drag yourselves onto the map as I pull it up. Up, up, up. But, the right side. No, north. You're going southeast. So, north. Crystal off. Yeah, I'll drag them on if this combat happens. But, as you all are walking, bop, you come around the bend, and as you come around the bend, you see a man question mark sitting on a log, and in his hand he's holding up a small vial to the light. You can't see what's in the vial, you're too far away. To describe him though, he looks very goat-like, standing on two limbs. Jutting out from his head is a menagerie of horns with small little charms and tokens hanging off of them. You can see underneath his cloak is a large, gaped open mouth. Excuse me. And then across his waist is a large belt with various potions and small bags of reagents. And if he notices you, he doesn't seem to care. Noble Castle. Yeah. Yeah, trying to get to the noble's castle to let him know that fuck shit is happening. And then he looks down at you, and as he looks down at you, you see him close his eyes. No, I don't think so. Oh, I know. Not my concern currently. As you get closer, Ping, your your angel looks gets visibly upset. No, wrong. He's fallen. As the angel passes by, he'll open one eye and look at it. And then you see him like snort out of his nose in disdain. And then he'll close his eye again, and then you see him reaching for belts. And noticeably in the vial as you pass by, you see a roiling fog inside of it. No, I'm investigating. This strange miasma that has been plaguing this area. you, you see him turn to you, and he sort of shakes the vial in his hand. This is the miasma. For now. Blue light. No, I did notice that, though. It's made my studies much harder. Unfortunately. Because it chased the miasma away. For you mortals, maybe. I mean, you can make a check if you want, but I'm sure you can probably make a pretty educated guess. This is a Nabasu demon. Now the god bother noticed finally. Anyways, I do have a question if any of you would like to answer. Have you encountered this fog? What did it do? At that, you see his like nose wrinkle as if he's irritated at that answer. And then he turns towards you, Lyra. Do you have better answers than them? What did the fog do? Because he asked if you encountered it, and they said yes, so he assumes everyone here has at this point. What did it transform exactly? Both. Hmm. Interesting. Have you seen it since this blue light has passed by? he, he just turns and looks at you, Guthier. Again, keeping his eyes closed. Thank you. And then he turns back to Lyra. Now, you have not seen it since this flash. Interesting. And then he stands up, and as he stands up, you notice he stands to his full height, which is around 9 feet tall, but all of his limbs seem either too long or too short for him. Yes. Unfortunate. Do you know the last location you saw it in? Bunker in the forest. And then he'll walk over to you, Lyra, sort of like languidly clopping on goat hooves across the ground, and pull out a map. Could you point to where that would be? I am investigating it to see if it will affect fiends. You can do survival or society, because like you're actually like looking at the map now. You notice the map is also magical and it shows actively where you are currently. I'll show you in a moment. And yeah, you can pretty easily point it out, and he'll tuck the map back. Like you see him more, instead of like tuck it away in the fold of his shirt, he just sort of reaches into the mouth on his stomach, and like a grippling of hands will reach out and grab it and drag it down the throat of the stomach. I designed it myself. Ah, now, where are you headed? Hmm, interesting. If you see that fog again, do let me know. And he'll pull out like a small piece of paper from his gut, sort of like a trail of saliva coming off of it. And then he'll like, like ring it, like flick his wrist to ring it all off and hand it to you, Lyra. Hmm. Shush, botherer. It's not corrupted. I am investigating this. You are also a god bother. Why are there so many of you in one place? people who pray too much. And then he's sort of like just, you can see him like make the motion with his head as if he's like rolling his eyes. If you focus on this, it will let me know where you currently are. I'm trying. Well, studying, banishing, maybe. Yes, yes, you are weak. Regardless, and he starts like clomping off. What was your name? As he like, you see him like go to look over his shoulder, and his head rotates all the way around to look at you. Hmm, I am Ciliax. Hmm. And then and then instead of his head twisting around the right way again, it just does a full circle, and then he keeps walking. And you see him just like make the same notion of like rolling his eyes with his head and just keeps walking. I came through a portal. I am legal. I was not summoned. As he keeps walking, shouting. I I have no mind to tempt mortals. It's wasteful. He says all of that. That was all real. Like that actually happened. Yes. Also, by the way, if you guys want to write down on your character sheets, you now have two known quote unquote contacts, Ciliax and Father Glut. Just like in your biography section. Under yeah. There's allies and enemies under campaign notes. Here's how you spell it. Here's how you spell his name. That's how you spell his name. Maybe. I mean, if you wanted to, you could have done a like seek intentions check when he told you what he was doing. It is actually what it is. Yeah. Just on your check, Luke, you would know Nabasus are gluttony demons. So, but he literally just keeps walking off. Literally. Also, you can write down in your inventory, Lyra, that you have like a business card, basically. uh, a abyssalness card. Yeah, that's better. A business card. I love that. Yeah, all right, Braden. Yeah. uh, man, Silas is doing well for himself. If you fought him, it would have come out. You didn't let him do anything. Bro, about to cure the plague. Fuck you. But because he said that, if anyone wants to, you can make like checks to try to figure out what the fuck he was talking about. It would be religion checks. He'll just know. I'll tell you afterwards, Bing. All right, Rosna, you will know. Lyra, you will know. Is Guthie not gonna make one? He just doesn't care. Oh, did it was religion. Got it. I see. Yeah. All right. Yeah. If you wanted to have, you could have also used demon lore, Luke. But I figure religion's better. So. All right. But everyone who passed, you would know that there are sort of not well-known laws, basically, between each of the sort of planner peoples. You know, devils, demons, and all that shit, where they have agreements and things like that between themselves. What he was specifically talking about is demons, devils, angels, almost any planar entity is usually not allowed into the world unbound. Uh, but there are relegated portals that you can find that are permanently opened, and if you go through them, it's fair game. Yes. Which Feathers will relay that information to you exactly. You don't have to make the check. They'll just tell you that. So, um, the only well, I will say for you, Lyra, with the information being worth money, the fucking thing that uses the portal will not tell anybody about it usually, because the portal usually gets closed by mortals. So they'll be like, "No, I'm not going to fucking tell you where that is. Fuck you. You're gonna go close it." And then either A, I'm gonna get fucking murdered and forced back home, or B, you're gonna close it and I have to find a new way home. And it will be annoying either way. Basically, yeah. But there are other ways that demons can, like, most demons of a high enough level can just planar shift at will. That is considered illegal, though, between like cosmic law, basically. Because if they just did whatever they wanted to, whenever they wanted, the world would be fucked. They do break it the most, yes, which is why there have been some fucked things that have happened in history. Like, hordes of demons just flooding into the world all at the same time because some really big one was like, well, if we just win fast enough, the angels can't do anything. And then a bunch of angels have to come into the world and they kill each other and break mountains when they do so. Yeah. Yeah. All right. There we go. Introduced him. That's what I wanted to do right there. All right. We have been playing for 3 hours, so I will say if people want to, we can do the next thing or we can save it for next week. But the next thing will be a guaranteed fight, and it might take a while. Yeah, that's the one where I said the full party will be there irregardless. Okay. Okay. I will say that I know next week Ryan will not be playing though. I'll just say like wait for as many people to be here as can be. Ryan's brother is graduating next week, so he's got to go to that. Yeah, little important, just a little bit. No, you were right. Bother would be accurate for any little brother. Mm-hmm. Nice. War of Immortals in October. No, it comes out. Oh no, the playtest isn't out yet. At least I looked a few days ago and I didn't see any. So let me go look again. Yeah. I mean, the War of Immortals playtest has been out for a while, but I don't think they have the dedications yet. I think it's just the classes. Is he stupid? Yeah, I don't know. I think there's another god that dies too. It's not just him. It would be funny. For reference, in the War of Immortals book that's coming out for Pathfinder,